and potentially his liberty, not Tish James, but the other two. And so he has gone right to the race card, right? He's gone right to their racists. But as silly and Trumpy as that is, it's also dangerous at a time when we face the largest increase in racist violence, in threats from white nationalism. This is what the FBI Director Christopher Wray has said. Donald Trump would use that to his advantage if he were indicted, correct?
Absolutely. That's not you or I saying that. That is the law enforcement professionals who study this, who are paid by the taxpayers to make sure that the American people are fully aware of what the threats are to the country, domestic and abroad. And that's what they have said. We didn't make it up. So we can see with our own eyes the type of extremism that Trump and Trumpism has ginned up during the era of Trump on the political scene. We could have predicted what his response was going to be. As soon as we saw that the prosecutors happened to be African American in all three cases here, which are the biggest legal threats to Donald Trump yet, you could have predicted what he would say. And you know what? It's so typical because an average white guy fears more is successful people of color who are in positions of power. So yeah, he should be afraid of them because they are actually excellent at what they're doing. And they have evidence against him that for once he may actually pay a price. And that there's nothing worse for Donald Trump. Not only could he potentially be held accountable, but by people of color. This is par for the course for him. He has been a racist his entire life, all the way back to his first time on the front page of the New York Post because of racist housing policy with him and his father in the 70s. So the idea that this is just another avenue for him to use the race card isn't surprising to me, but this is part of his brand. What's more problematic is that the Republican Party and the leaders of the party who claim they need new generational leadership and how they need to turn the page, none of them will come out and condemn this because they know they need that base. Unfortunately, that base of support is very powerful, and Trump is probably right. He will get more support. They will. In August, you had a New York Times Siena poll after the FBI raid of Mar-a-Lago, or search of Mar-a-Lago. His support was at 44%, virtually unchanged. So it's the establishment, the Republicans may use this as a political tool against him to say, oh, we need new leadership, he's too damaged. But the base doesn't want to hear it. They're still with him. And what does that say about the Republican Party? It's not a party anymore. It's an extremist movement at this point.